If you need help, blink twice.
You know, plumber has leaky pipes, so customer stuff comes before that. So, yeah.
Amanda, edit that out. Holy shit. What's up, AMD Garage? It's Eddie from Automotive Direct, and today we are revisiting our great friend Jesse from Greening Auto Company. We're in Cullman, Alabama, and I just look what we have in store for you. just look, man. Okay, let me ask a question, because you and Dave Kindig were in our booth a couple years ago at Triple Crown. And you guys were snipping back and forth. Truthfully, how many Riddlers are under your belt?
We have two.
Two?
Yep.
That's still amazing.
Yeah.
Because Dave was like, I don't have a Riddler. And now he's got one. He's got one now.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not as...
And he undoubtedly earned it too. So
oh, no, yeah.
that car, that was neat.
Awesome. All right, guys, we're going to walk around, show you some stuff. We're picking up one of our vehicles that you're going to see throughout the year, our Chevelle. And we're also visiting Jesse's Galaxie that we're building with him. And when he's done, we're going to have that to take you guys to see that next year, because you got to plan ahead. Yep. So guys, let's check. You're gonna enjoy this episode. What?
Yeah, we may even get them late in the year. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself.
Me, dude.
But,
don't,
yeah.
no pressure.
We might let you have a
just don't gap anything.
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay.
Just, I mean, I'm easily distracted.
Yeah.
Not me, Jason.
It's a big car.
Yeah,
it's a real big car for Jason, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, Jason's probably gonna live in it. As long as I fit in it. Just don't gap anything yet. Let me take it around for the year, and then. That way we can be like, I don't know what happened there. It was Jason. We can do that.
That's right. Sounds
guys,
good.
Let's check it out. Chassis you made?
Yeah. Yeah, with us, doing some stuff with modern rotting.
Yeah.
And Brian Brennan over there, once we get all him the information, he can start running some of this and showing what we've been doing here. I kind of wanted to take a throwback to where, 25 years ago when we started all this stuff, we'd go to junkyard and buy chassis stuff and fit it together and all that instead of going and buying a new chassis.
Yeah.
And advice to everybody out there: go buy a new chassis. But but anyway, it was fun. It was it was just something I wanted to try. So I bought an old Lincoln Mark 8 out of the yard, and it actually still ran, barely, but it ran. But I pulled the Lincoln Mark 8, mid '90s rear end out of it, so it's all independent. Nice. And then I've got a Godzilla Ford engine in it, and then I'll use a Tremec 6-speed behind that, and then the front end some Crown Vic parts with an aftermarket cross member that's out there for the trucks, the F-150s, and so we pieced all that together. So the whole entire thing is Ford. Brakes are off of a 2013 Boss Mustang. And so it's, and it's all parts stores type stuff too. So you can replace bushings from the parts store, all that. So back to that, back to the original, old hot rodding kind of thing too with it. But
yeah, everybody asked me, oh, what's under the 59? I'm like, under the cab is a factory chassis, because some of my brakes are in the factory position. 78 Camaro front clip, because that caliper, those rotors are at AutoZone. Yeah, or at O'Reilly's.
That's right. Yeah.
And then we back halved it from there. But that's what I did.
That's right.
I was like, you don't have a full set? No, I don't need 17 piston.
Yeah, I know.
17-inch port piston. I don't need any of that.
And then the styling for it is, nod to NASCAR. So like Gurney had one of these old 63s done up for a race car, and I think they did some road racing with them, but it was, and also NASCAR stuff. So I've been, Googling those and getting images and kind of getting styling cues from them.
Nice.
Dakota Digital's done us a bang up job on a set of cool looking vintage gauges. Nice. And then I'm going to do a tack. I'm going to do a column mounted tack on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it'd be fun. And
that is cool,
nothing on the console, just a tunnel and the shifter on there. So once we get there, I've got 2 bucket seats out of a 64. I'll just kind of dummy them down to make them look a little more racy and purpose built, as opposed to the luxury kind of side of it. Show you the engine on the thing. Or go ahead.
This is, you said, going to be permanently not rolled out?
Yeah, this is going to be permanently put in place.
This one too?
I would figure that. Yep, that one too. Yep. And then I got a little slider we're going to build on it with some, like they would on a race car. Yeah, let air in. So just fun little
that is something
tidbits
else, man.
that visually get it. This is kind of some of the Porsche world stuff, but anyway, I thought it'd be cool on this car. We'll buff all this out. This is straight off the machine. So we're machining the acrylic, the clear acrylic, and so we'll buff this up so it'll look like a piece of glass again with the hairpins on it. So yeah, I got to start on the roll cage, so I got a bunch to do on it yet. It's just kind of getting pieced in there.
Now
and
the
then,
engine.
and then on the engine side here, we've been doing. I had to stuff this thing in there, and
stuff is the word.
yeah, no
Jeez.
kidding. So we relied on Holley with the stuff they have for the Godzillas, and
You're
that shortened
right
that engine,
there.
I think, a little over 5 inches from
Did
top
it?
to bottom.
Nice. I see the
And,
hood. Like
yeah,
wow.
well, I've got it figured out. I just got to get it finished. I got to do a small bracing in the back, and I'll put some of the webbing back in it here. But we're machining valve covers for these Godzillas and some of the stuff there.
Amazing, dude.
And then yeah, I'll get just 2 air filters. These don't run a mass airflow with a Holley computer and stuff on it, so I can run a dual setup here on the intake. And then out of the box there, you know, part store, radiator, and AC condenser, all that stuff, so we can have a little reliability if you're out cruising in somewhere out west.
How'd everything
with it.
else fit?
Good. Everything fit
Awesome,
real good,
awesome.
yeah. And you know, I got some final fit to do. I'm going to modify the inner fenders here, of course, once I
Yeah.
get the wheels on it. I'm actually kind of waiting on wheels, but you know, plumber has leaky pipes, so customer stuff comes before that. So, and but I got
This
kind
thing
of
is
got it all there.
low.
in the wheel we're going to machine is, I had a convertible 63 that I did. It was an original paint car. I threw a Roadster shop chassis under it, and man, what a great car. I redid the interior and did a cool engine bay with an LS made to look like a Ford, and that was always fun because I could actually fool a few Ford guys with it. But anyway, that car I had, I used the same wheels I cut for that on this one, and it was a version of an old Gurney Indy car.
Gotcha.
On the Indy car, it was actually a 6-spoke wheel, and we've converted it to a 5-spoke wheel, and it'll fit on.
That stance
here.
is crazy.
And I'm going to do 18s, 19s, and
This thing's going to be low.
yeah, it's low. It's about 4 inches off the ground at the
rocker?
At the rocker.
Wow, man.
Which, that's where we've put a few other cars over the years, and it does. You get around really, as long as you got the scrub line up, it gets around real good that way. And yeah, I'll get all coilovers. I'll use a probably a Ride Tech coilover on it on all 4 corners. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun car though. So
Man.
I'm gonna delete the trim, I believe. That's what we have in the rendering.
Yeah.
So probably after we do some stuff with y'all, because I want to hand it to y'all for a while. I want to get the bottom done, all done, interior all pretty much painted and done, prepped, and it running and moving on its own.
Awesome.
I probably have the glass out of it,
Totally
but
fine.
hand it off to you to take to a few shows and something like that,
For
and then I'll
sure.
get it back from you, and we'll take it down as far as I need to
Delete the trim
delete the trim, and
for the final.
I may wait and fit the gaps until then too. So, and because they're not bad, it'll just take a little bit of massaging here and there to get those all finished up. And
Just wait, because if we're going to have it for a while, I'd hate for you to do the gaps and then something.
Yeah.
Those things happen.
That's right. Oh, I know. Yeah. that's
Jason
fine.
is a lunatic, so if it's driving and Jason takes it out and bangs it up,
Yeah.
don't gap it yet till we get it back, because you know how Jason is.
But yeah,
This
so
thing is going to be low.
yeah, it's going to be a low car.
Oof, how are we going to get in the trailer? I'm
Oh, it'll
worried.
go. Yeah, it'll go.
So long.
On the new rig there, it'll fit in there just fine.
Man,
So, yeah,
this
yeah,
is awesome, man.
it's going to be a neat. In the tire, they're 18s and 19s, and I'm running a taller, you know, kind of more like an older style, taller profile tire on it too. So the drivability should be real good with it, and it
So-
ride and handle good.
Let me ask you this. World of Wheels 2027.
Yeah.
How far do you think we'll be?
Well, we could be, because I don't know, it depends on the next few months here, if I can get the parts around that I need to get, and if I can get time in the machine room for myself on the wheels and stuff. So, yeah,
George out.
so-
George, go to lunch.
Yeah, that's right. I need to sneak something in here.
No, I asked that, and maybe if you still have the Maverick, or you're able
yeah.
to get the Maverick, we're
Yeah.
doing the Ford haul.
Oh yeah. that's
next
good.
year.
Yeah, let's do
so
that.
the whole haul is Ford.
Yeah.
So I would really obviously want you to bring this.
Yep.
The Maverick and any other Ford
That's
that
right.
you might
Yeah.
have around. I've
Yeah,
got.
we could probably. We've got the '64 Galaxie that we did for Rick and Deb Ritchie. It's up in Chattanooga. They'd be happy to bring it down.
Yeah,
there,
we're
too.
gonna.
That's
I
a
want to
really pretty
explode that Ford haul. I've got.
Yeah.
Johnson's bringing a couple 32s because you know I want to mix up the whole Ford thing. I've got some bump side and dent side trucks.
Good.
And man, the Maverick is just one of a kind.
Yeah,
and
we'll
then
make
this
sure
thing,
that's there too.
Yeah,
so,
that'd be.
yeah.
We would
that's
dominate that haul,
Yeah.
man. I'd really appreciate it. Vinny's bringing the Mach 1 from SEMA.
Oh,
that
nice.
was there. He's
Yeah.
bringing that. Like,
Very nice.
I want to. If
That's a
it's going to
great
be a
car.
Ford haul, I want it to be like
Yeah.
mind blowing.
Yeah,
I want
that'd
it to
be
be
very
mind
cool.
blowing.
There's enough of them out there that
Yeah.
guys
What's
have
up,
done.
bro?
But it's all there.
Look
The
at
parts
it.
all fit good, and you know we have to kind of
Floors, doors, firewall,
yeah.
outers, trunk, wheelhouses, drop offs, trunk tray, roof.
All the firewall, cowl area, all that stuff is all new.
Dude, this is perfect. This is amazing.
Yeah, we left the springs out of it just so they could be
that's fine.
redone. But yeah, it's all
Floors.
all this all spot welded all in, and we got a nice little handheld. It's not so much handheld, the damn thing's heavy, but spot welder comes in, and
Perfect, man.
we can do some nice spot welding with it along with that and the TIGs.
Awesome. We got some good plans for this, but man, you definitely launched us up.
Good.
This is so
good.
exciting.
But yeah,
This is awesome.
panels did well on it. It's got some fitment and stuff,
Yeah,
but
well, that's
you're going to
everything.
do that whenever you're
Yeah,
working on some
no.
other stuff. So
But
it's
for now,
not-
this is exactly how I
Yeah.
want to take it around.
good.
The Fairlane we did 100%, but then with that structure that was left, I
Yep.
want to show it like that.
Yeah,
I don't want it to look like this is like the real raw deal. This
That's
is
right.
exactly what we wanted.
that's right.
I'm so excited.
That's
Got
good.
some Goonie wheels coming for it. We're
Okay.
working on some suspension.
Yep.
And then Speedway has those mock-up frame
Yeah.
motor things.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I might get one of those, put an intake header. It's just
That'd
for
be cool.
And then I don't have
Then
to
it's
push
a bunch
it.
of weight. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have to push
around.
it because
Yeah.
then I'm the one stuck.
That's
Me and
right.
Fools are the ones stuck pushing it. So before Jason finds an engine, I'm just like, hey, I found a mock-up. That way,
That's
poof, we're not doing all the pushing.
Good.
This came out so good, man. Oh,
But yeah, I
awesome.
think it'll show pretty well that way. That was the hood in the box. It looked like it'd been outside a little bit, but we just wiped it down.
Yeah.
And but it looks good. It's all there.
Man,
so.
this is great. 90% of this is us.
Yeah,
Never too far gone, man.
that's right.
This is so exciting.
So we're about to fire it off. We're about 95%.
This is the baddest Maverick on the planet because nobody does a Maverick, and then of course
I don't know if that's saying much being a
next,
Maverick,
next level. I mean, this thing is amazing.
but it's fun. We went. A lot of people probably don't know why this car hasn't been around for a while, but we did a bunch in the show world with it in 18.
Yeah.
And hell did really well with it. And then I think in 20, he was out just driving it in his town, and he got bumped in the front, hit a curb. He thinks he got on the gas, spun it around, and hit a concrete wall with this rear quarter.
Oh man.
It got and he was only running. We've wicked it up over 200 mile an hour and out on a airstrip, and he was running about 50 mile an hour when that happened.
Of course.
So yeah, which is good because it didn't hurt him, and I always laugh at Jimmy's famous quote. Well, it crashed well.
It crashed
It's like
well.
I don't ever want to hear that.
The car is not back
Yeah.
to get redone. It's brought so you can save it and bring
Yeah.
it back to life.
It's a whole new car. So new body, new chassis from Roadster shop. Under
Wow.
it. Engine, drive lines all the same. We're putting all new electronics on it, and a lot of the front end was saved. It didn't get damaged in the accident, so it's all been repainted and now going back together. So
Awesome.
Yeah, so we'll have this alive and well this summer. So again, yeah, the tunnel there we were able to reuse out of the original car and the dash,
Wow.
and so we're just kind of setting some of that stuff back together. A lot of tidying up and getting the interior back in it, but it's on its way. The funny thing in the accident, we were able to reuse all the original glass. Everything
Really?
that was, yeah, it didn't.
So this didn't get hurt?
No, it popped out. It was hanging out of the quarter over here, but because that was all smashed over this way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That the glass was like, put me back in.
So we got to clean it up and we'll have it all detailed and stuff.
That's awesome.
And then Jimmy Shaw is the one who owns it, and his truck is C10's on the lift there, and he's something happened with the transmission on that, but that can happen at 40,000 miles on it. He's been driving the wheels off this thing, so
that's awesome.
yeah. So we've got this is all, I believe this is all your sheet metal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because the whole bed he brought us a cab and doors and fenders, I believe. And he may have brought us a hood too, I'm not sure, but yeah, he's been running the snot out of this thing.
I love this wheel.
That's the second set of tires, and he's going to go through those here pretty soon too. So, but it's a good driving truck. It's on a spec chassis from RS or from Res Shop, and it's got Don Hardy little engine in it. And
buddy.
So he'll run
Look
the
at that
snot
bug.
out.
Look at the bugs, dude.
The windshield, it needs a new windshield in it. He has about 3 or 4
Look at that.
spots
He
in
definitely drives it.
Yeah, he does. But yeah,
I
so
love this thing.
Yeah, so that's getting a little.
So he's got his corner
work
of the shop.
Yeah, he's got his side of the
Between
shop.
Maverick.
Yeah. Jimmy's good to us, and we do our very best to be good to Jimmy. So, yeah.
Corvette.
Take care of him.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Roadster.
This is our friends Bob and Jennifer Waters out of Atlanta area. He's looking to maybe sell these. He's got a couple other projects with us. So if you know anybody wants a nice little real Henry 32 Ford,
wow.
And it's a real Ford. And then he's got this cool Arden engine too. He brought it out of California. He thought about maybe putting that in that, but I may have talked him out of it. So we got another project brewing that
that might go in.
Yeah, that might make that go away. So we'll see.
The Porsche is crazy.
Yeah, we got 2 groups we're working with. Umlaut Air Cooled over in Chattanooga. They're a good group of guys. They've been sending us some stuff for fab work, so we've been doing it, and paint work. So we've been doing a lot of their metal work.
I haven't. I'm such a domestic hot rod guy. It's slipped that you've done about a dozen of these yourself. I know the green one was yours.
Yeah, the green one was my own one, but we've been working on a bunch of Porsches. There's a lot of work out there, and they're great cars. Yeah, they're great cars, man. They're so much fun to use and drive and be around them, and it's a good crowd. It's different than the hot rod crowd, but it's a lot of cool people in that realm.
So we've talked about it before, but tell us again, what is the trick with you filling all the sunroofs? Because everybody would think you want to put sunroofs and stuff, but you're saying that they all came with sunroofs.
Yeah, they're more popular, I believe, with the sunroof than it was without, and so guys just don't want to deal with it. Plus, it gives you more headroom without the sunroof in them, because these are such small cabins anyway. And anyway, so we've been filling them. Bob's been English wheeling a piece of tin here, and he'll hammer weld and sneak around. He gets a really nice finish out of them once they're done.
Nice.
So they've been bringing us flares from Germany that are stamped like the old RSRs from the 70s. Wow. It's a super nice stamping. We just handed them that car back last week, and they give us this car. They traded out with this car, but it's a big flare that we cut this and welded on. It's just a perfect fit. They've got to be the old Porsche dies, and because they fit so well. But that was a good find on their part. But we're having these cars dipped, I think up in North or South Carolina.
Is that why they're so? That's
why they're clean. Okay. And we come in and we'll seam weld all of this. We'll run a TIG around all that. See how it's been started here?
Yeah, amazing.
And I guess it stiffens the chassis up on these things quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, it makes total sense.
So we'll do all there, all in the engine
because look at it all.
bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll weld around this stuff where all the shock towers are. And
where you already started, I can see
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That definitely stiffens it up. Wow. That's sick.
This particular car, they're going to backdate. This will be a mid-80s 911, so they're backdating it to the long hoods.
So you changed the nose for them.
So this panel is a new panel being swapped back out, so it'll accept that new.
Kind of like what we do with C10s and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, you can change the years around on them a little bit.
That's pretty cool. Same thing.
Yeah, it sure is. But yeah, come on back. Well,
Yeah, I want to see the. You said you got a couple more.
yeah. We're about to get my buddy's Tahoe, is 96 Tahoe back. This is the LT4 engine.
The two-door.
Yeah, the two-door.
What's
and then
his
we
name?
made the
Our
wheels
buddy,
for it in
Mikey?
the
Mikey?
showroom.
What's
Yeah,
his-
Mikey. Cousin
Mike,
Mike,
yeah.
Cousin Mikey.
Yeah, that's right.
But we've got the valve covers and the blower top that we've made to match the wheels that are up in the
Whoa.
showroom. And he owns a big body shop in Michigan, Central Michigan.
Yeah.
So he took it back up there after we've done all the fit up and fab work, and he's
Painting it.
painted it. And so now I'm going to go to the Detroit Autorama and then drag the truck back, and then we'll do the final assembly on it. And then from here it goes to Charles and Noah, Classic Car Studios, and they're going to do the interior in it. So.
Nice BMW.
BMW project. It's already been to Roadster shop, scanned. We're starting floors and
A Roadster shop chassis on an
Yep.
old BMW.
yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
their full fast track on it. It's going to be a pretty high-end project here that we're starting in. So
And these little clam nose ones that people don't really like.
Yeah.
That's a cool front end.
I've got some renderings over here, but I want to keep them quiet right now.
Uh-oh.
So, it's going to be pretty
Fool,
out
stay
there.
over there. You can't come over here. Oh man, that's insane.
And then we got Wes in here working away, running some machines. Got things going. Doing some, we're down a machine right now. I sold one, it was an older one.
Okay.
And it was,
What's up, Wes? How you doing,
so
man? Good to see you, man.
so we sold that one, and my hopes is to get another the identical
Like
new
that
machine to that one next to it. So all our tooling matches, everything else, just make it more efficient.
Oh yeah,
So-
then you go left to right. Yeah.
It looks like it snowed in the machine. He was cutting some acrylic lenses for. It's actually a project John Hall's doing with Alan Johnson over there. We're doing some one-off 9-inch commercial headlights for him. So
Nice.
that's.
I know these things do billet. I didn't even think about the fact that you could swap
Yeah.
ahead and make acrylic.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah, it does pretty good. And he's doing 2 little amber lenses for the turn signal that are integrated in there, in
Nice.
those. But,
Wild.
but yeah, so some of our production valve covers kind of stacked there, and
I love your valve
Yeah.
covers, man. One day I'll have an LS. I can use your valve covers.
yeah, shoot, yeah.
One day. Look at
Here's
that.
some upcoming Maverick wheel parts. So
Oh wow.
we had to, all 4 wheels had gotten damaged in the
In the wreck.
accident, so they're all new. Here's the lenses he's cutting. So when they come off the machine, you know, they've got the tooling marks in them and stuff. And then Dad will take it, or one of the guys with Dad down in the body shop will sand them, buff them, and they'll bring them back out to clear.
And that's
And
for,
then that'll be part of
for
the
Alan's
lens.
project?
Yeah. And then, yeah, here's an acrylic piece we've done. That'll get buffed and
and that fits in
buffed
here.
up. Yep, that'll fit in.
I'll
from the
tell you,
backside.
Alan just the Roadster King, dude.
Oh, he
just,
is. He does some really neat work over there.
Oh, shut up.
And then there's actually, these are going to go back on the machine
That's
for some
crazy.
little detail that's in the lens. So, yeah, neat pieces.
Man.
Yeah.
This place is always so clean.
We try and keep it, so I know where stuff's at.
Oh, they got
I hate-
there's the old man chained in the corner.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Listen, I heard Jesse saw me pull up, so he took the chain off so he doesn't look so bad.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Listen, if you need help, blink twice. Blink twice. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, that's the secret code.
We're actually in the process of getting
What?
him out of the dust. And so we're gonna hang some. I got a bunch of lights I gotta hang here, and we're gonna move some of this stuff. This is gonna be our buff area for Dad.
Nice.
So he's got all his little happy griots section here. So
Nice.
everything set up.
So
there.
this is gonna be your buff area?
Yeah.
That's it.
They're promoting you? This is sick.
Yeah, it's just, it's gonna get buffed out, but it's all buried in it. Josh Shaw come down from Detroit area and did all hand laid all. It's all gold leaf, silver leaf.
That is
And
crazy.
so-
It looks so good.
Yeah, and he's done the TA or the Trans Am stuff on the fenders. Dad's buffing out right now.
Oh, the leaf. Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Dude, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, all hand done on the car. It's gonna be pretty neat. So yeah,
Look at that. 2 colors. 3.
yeah, it's 3
Four.
colors.
The gold, the copper, and the silver.
And
The darker
pinstripe.
too? Oh, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
It's those little touches, man. This is so nice. Like, you know what it is, but it's totally different.
Yeah, that's what we were wanting
But
to go
you know
for on-
exactly what it is. Like,
Yeah. So he wanted, it's kind of a more muscular Art Deco type bird on it. And then all those cars, the wings always went out on every
Yeah.
version of them. And so he made this one kind of hug the,
stay in
the
and come.
top. And,
It'll make it look like it's going faster.
yeah. So
This is
that's
awesome,
pretty
man.
good. And I'll take you to the dirty, dusty area.
Wow. Look at that. That's a beautiful car, man.
So
I like
this
the
is
older one so much better.
This is going to be Lee Keen's doing this out of Atlanta area. So this is going to be his tarmac version to his safaris that he does.
Wow.
And so we're just kind of mocking stuff up, getting everything in its place, and then we can kind of solidify it all in. Then we'll go through and do all the paint work on this. And these flares, we're actually honing them and getting them basically ready to paint, and then we're going to pull molds off of them, so we have
Oh, nice. So
ready
you-
to paint parts that we can bolt on these cars
always-
as they roll through. 'cause
Brother,
you'll have
you're
several
always
of them.
thinking ahead, brother.
We're
You're
trying,
always
'cause
thinking ahead.
It's a lot of work and a lot
Fit
of
it, get it
labor.
perfect, but then drop the mold. That way
Yeah,
you don't have
and
to
then
do it
they're
again.
all on the cars here on out. They don't need. And you can see we filled the sunroof on this car.
The sunroof again. That's so awesome. Growing up, mini
Yeah.
truck, we would put the sunroof
Oh, I
in.
know it, I
But
know.
in this is the opposite.
Yeah.
Fill the
Yeah.
sunroof because they all have them.
That's right.
That is so. It's crazy how the scene does that. It's
Yeah.
pretty much different, but the same.
It is.
Literally
It
the
is.
same. Yep. Literally the same.
This
So
is,
these won't be molded to it. These are
No,
gonna have-
they'll be bolted on.
Bolted
There'll be a little
on.
rubber seal that goes in here,
Gotcha.
and be kind of cool.
And then you just pop them out.
Yeah. And
Well,
these-
if these guys are sending you 2 or 3 a year, might as well make sense.
yeah, that's right. So, and then this is another umlaut project that they're doing.
Oh,
gonna
this is the flare that you were sent. That you were
Actually,
saying?
this one's a carbon flare. So these are all
Gotcha.
carbon panels that are getting bonded on. The roof skin, the quarters, all the front ends carbon on this car, and a lot of the rear deck lids carbon. All the inner panels that are laying over there. We're waiting on the roll cage. It's a full titanium roll cage that goes in this thing. So we're going to put that in, then we'll fit the panels around it, and those panels will eventually get covered, I believe, in leather, or some of them may get painted. But similar to what you see with on the Singers and so forth. But
Sick.
it's going to be a pretty good project.
This
And,
is so
we're-
nice.
The Trans Am's getting finished up. This one will get painted next. Then we'll probably roll into the 61. It'll get
Finally?
yeah, finally.
Because
We'll
this has
get
been here for a little bit.
It has, and it
She's been
changed
neglected.
customers.
It
I had-
changed customers.
I had one customer buy the project from
Shut
another
up.
customer. So now we're rolling again.
And you're
So,
like
yeah,
this?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I
No,
sold
nothing
to so-and-so.
changed. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, nothing changed. So that's good. So yeah, it
So one gentleman walked in and said, I love it.
yeah.
I have to have it.
They were they were looking at, actually it's Bob and Jennifer Waters. This is their second large project with us, and after the Woody that's in the showroom there.
Yeah. The Woody's gorgeous, man.
Thank you. That's a fun car.
So coming here with the Woody, they've been watching this thing and finally like we have to have it.
Yeah, and it got to a point where we could make a deal on it, and we moved it, and now we're going again. So, but the concept and the design of it, I think was good enough. They like that part of it, and so we get to keep it that way.
So excited! Can't wait to see it. And they didn't change it.
No,
they said we like it how it is, but we like the finished product. Just keep going.
Yep.
Even better.
Yep, that's right. So, yeah, so we'll keep rolling on that, and but yeah, I've got to machine those two pieces. We've got all the molding over there made for the side trim. We remade it all. We've got to make from about here around, because it gets a little duckbill on it.
Yeah.
A little fin on the back of it. And so it's going to be a pretty neat piece. But we have all that in CAD now. It's just a matter of getting it on the machine, getting it cut and in here and fit, and then we can do the paint work on it.
Amazing, man.
Another Trans Am part. 3 pieces ready to get sanded.
The wing.
Yeah, it's just right out of the booth, sprayed. So that'll eventually go over here with Dad. And
4 tones of goalie. How long did they? I don't.
He was here 4 or 5 days, but I don't know how many hours he worked.
Man.
I actually was with the Woody in Barrett Jackson out there with it, so I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with Josh while he was here. So
4 leaf that's crazy.
4 leaf colors. I didn't know there was that much gold leaf out there. There's
Neither
all kinds of different colors.
Really? I was like, there's 1, there's 2,
really
there's 4?
Neat. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So sick, man. There's another old Roadster.
That's actually a replica.
Oh, it's a replica?
Yeah, I found this from a really nice guy. He had it for years up in Pennsylvania area, and my sister bought it. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, so I sent Mom and Dad up there. They picked it up to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and that's a great little car. It's a Porsche tub, or not? It's a Volkswagen tub, but it's got a 914 Porsche engine in it. So, and
see, this Porsche I could fit in.
Yeah.
I'd need glasses because the windshield would be in my neck.
Over top.
But
yeah.
Look at that.
I can't show much of that. All those pieces, we got rid of the Enduro stuff and made aluminum ones. So they're all over there painted, I think.
Under 40K, let's go ahead and take it apart completely.
Yeah. And
people are rolling over on their graves over that. I love that. I love that.
We found a fiberglass rear bumper and front bumper or nose for it. So those are, it should stay now, nice, or it'll go. But it's Speed Tech under it, and those are forge lines. He wanted me to make them, and I was like, they got too nice of a wheel, and it's exactly what you want. It's probably a third of what I'm gonna have to charge you to make them. So let's get some forge lines, and they're beautiful wheels.
Yeah, Mark and them make a good product.
They anyway. Sure do.
And Speed Tech chassis?
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, it's all Speed Tech under it. And yeah, so we're just kind of getting everything wired and bolted together, and we hope to fire it off by Friday, so here in a few days.
Really? Oh, in a couple of days, you're like, yeah, we're going to.
Yeah, our goal by the end of today is get all the fluids in it and AC
look at that
terminated.
Billet spindle. Man, Speed Tech makes some stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty nice stuff. This is the first time we've used it. And
we just put a bunch of Detroit stuff on Huck's autocross truck that he's converting it into a race truck. The billet spindle, man, it's crazy how suspension has come.
Oh yeah, it is.
I don't have to tell you, you have the machines. I mean, it's crazy. You guys with those machines are killing it, man.
Yeah, I'm
lighter,
just happy
stronger.
They're out there with all the DSC stuff is good. Roadster shop stuff. I mean, shit, we've been about everything in here is on that, and I've got a good relationship with those boys, and so it's
Roadster shop crazy. I mean, the stuff everybody's doing.
I do with DSC too, I guess, still with even though Kyle's removed a little bit from it, but
it's just, I talked about it when we were at SEMA, like it's just the interiors with the CNC machines, even the interior, like it's just crazy how things are coming out.
Look at the dash off of that car. I mean, it looks like a brand new piece.
This is the original?
That's the original dash. We took it out of the car. How
off
nice
the
it is. Yeah.
It looks like you just made this.
Yeah, it looks
like you and George just pumped this out, and Wes just polished it.
Yeah.
This is the original one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is.
That's a super nice car. and it's nice to work on.
That is
way,
so
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So he paid extra for a low model car.
I think he stumbled across it, and you know those
That's one of
cars
those
are
deals,
still,
yeah.
they're not.
Man.
It's not like buying these man, I don't know what these guys are paying for these 911s. They're buying nice drivers and then they tear them apart, go put another engine in them, and all that. But it's cool. I like the passion behind it.
I
All that good
love,
stuff, so
that's my palette right there, buddy.
take this
Brown, beige, tan.
This is a fun car. It's a local guy's, and if you look at the tag on the mirror,
Wait, is this the girl that crashed her dad's car?
yep,
No, this is it?
she crashed into it in the garage. Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is it. Yeah,
It's done.
yeah.
Wow, it
So-
looks amazing. I remember that.
But yeah, so
She,
this is his high school tag. He
Oh,
used to
really?
drive the car to high school his
Stop
senior
it.
year. So yeah, so he brought it back to us and we went all the way through it. We've got a LS in it now, but kind
I
of made
remember
to
it was
look
in the
like the
corner.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then all new interior, set back to original.
88 to 89.
I know it.
Woo!
So
He
yeah,
still
so that's
has
kind
his
of cool.
damn number. I remember this. It looks so good, Jess.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really proud of it too.
And she's still alive, right?
Oh yeah,
Poor girl. How do I tell my dad?
yeah.
Dad, I had a
She was pulling into their driveway when she was first learning how to drive, and she got her feet mixed up on the foot and brake, or gas and brake, and she ended up piling into the garage. Well,
But it
the
was
car was sitting on the other side of the garage, so it smashed both quarters. And,
I would say it was. I mean, we might have some footage of it. Jason can find it and roll it back because it was. You think a bump in the garage is a fender?
it squished it.
It was. Yeah, it was
just,
a lot.
It didn't hurt it
damage.
anything structurally. It was just the sheet metal on the quarters. It got pretty good, and
I remember that.
but
Wow.
yeah, it's a neat piece. Yeah, that's cool.
That's wild, dude. This is the car. It looks great. God, I love those.
It's a
Everyone's
fun
like, why do you
car.
like that doo-doo Grandpa Brown? I fucking love
Oh,
that
I like
palette.
that color, yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the most beautiful thing on earth. Those three. like,
Yeah.
my dually's gonna be like that, dude.
Yeah.
The chocolate brown with the stripes. Like, I love
be
it.
cool.
Finally, I have a brown car.
That's cool.
The Bernadette's beige, close enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
So the wheels here under the steps are for the 61 up on the lift in the body shop.
oh, nice.
And then the Don Hardy built engine for it is over in the corner, so the orange engine. So we just got to get some color on the damn thing,
And it's
we can
all
start
together.
putting it together. Yeah.
The Woody.
And then so this is fresh back from being out at Barrett and in the show, the Barrett Cup out there. But we
Look
had
at
a
the
good time out
board.
there with it.
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
it's a good-
question: did you do the wood?
No, this
Okay.
was an auction car. He bought.
Oh, he bought it.
It was first built back in late '90s, early 2000s. I believe a guy out of Michigan. I could be wrong on that actually, and he was a woodworker and engineer. I think it was the story. And then he built all the wood himself, built the car, and it was a cool little car. The engine placement was low in it, and a few other things. And Bob brought it to us to remedy some of that stuff so he could drive
Yeah.
it easier. And the interior was old and dated, had a wrong column in it, and an old GM column fabricated up in it. And I don't know, it was just a lot of little things that weren't as good as it could be,
Yeah.
in today's terms. But
So you buttoned it up for him.
so we did that, and it evolved into just taking it completely apart and changing everything. We repainted everything, and we made a little roll pan in the back. Took the bumpers off of it. We put our set of our production
the
headlights on
surfboard
it.
is cool.
We made the wheels for it. So yeah, and then he had the surfboard made out of a group in Southern California called Ventana, and
pan is-
surfboard is beautiful.
And the headlights are yours.
Yeah, headlights are ours.
This thing is cool, man.
You can take a walk up those steps and get the board good if you want. Because it's a neat look. Because the board matches the side of the wood perfectly.
What are those for?
Those are for Mikey's OBS, his
Really?
two-door Tahoe. Yeah, those are for the two-door Tahoe. And as you can see, the valve covers and the blower
match.
hat all match those, all tied together. And
That
he's
looks
got
like a
it's like
Monte Carlo SS.
Yeah, that's what we styled.
Holy
George come up with that. So George and Mikey come up with that.
That's bad, dude.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Monte
neat
Carlo
wheel.
SS.
Yeah.
That's Jesse. That's a badass wheel,
Yeah,
man.
so it's gonna be a nice piece.
Good job, guys. I'm looking. I'm like, wait a minute. That's a GM
Yeah.
G body.
Yeah,
Wow.
so we just tried keeping everything, GM. Same with these for the Biscayne. If you dig around on the internet, you can find an old, I think it was late 50s. There's a concept car that GM did and had on display at the Detroit Auto Show, or the North American Auto Show, and it had those wheels on it.
Really?
Yeah, and we just styled them after
Wow,
that, so to
that's
help
so
kind of
sick.
keep it in a GM
I've
flair.
always said that wheel would look so good remade.
Yeah, that's
Tell George to do an old 5-star, like the Eagle ones from the 90s.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Jess, you
Be
guys
very
would
cool.
dump. You guys
Yeah.
would kill it. Those are so an
Yeah.
old Eagle 5-star. That's sick. I can't
that's
wait to
cool.
see that Mikey's Tahoe, man.
Hell, there's a TA piece up here. It must be Dad's keeping it for safekeeping.
Oh, the 7.0.
Yeah, he put that out of the way where there's hardly ever anybody up here.
Your dad was like, Eddie's coming? I seen his office. Let me put this. I got it.
Yeah,
Too late. I found it. I've seen his damn office.
But yeah,
Guys, this was awesome. Jesse, thank you so much for taking us around, man.
Yeah.
As always, the place is so clean and the diversity. You guys do everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you don't turn anybody away.
it's probably my mind out of boredom. I don't want to get hung up on one thing for too long.
But
yeah, it's fun. It's good to be diversified, and we enjoy taking on new challenges all the time.
I see the Porsches, the Woody, that you just aren't scared of anything.
Yeah. No.
Speaking of taking on piles of poop for us, the Chevelle came out great, man. Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
We're
you.
so excited.
Yeah.
Get some suspension in it, get the Goonie wheels on it. We're going to take it around for about a year or so,
Yeah.
and then it'll get sent off to get finished. But this next year and a half, when you guys see this in the booth, you'll see where it came from.
Yep.
This is awesome. Thank you so much.
I think it's going to be a good representation of what people can do with all the panels.
Yep, the interior pieces are going to stay raw, original. We'll put the suspension, but I mean, I want people to see it, and it's literally what Jason and I envisioned. You absolutely delivered it, dude.
Good.
Wait till he sees it. I walked up and took a peek. I'm like, that's it.
Yep.
That's exactly. I want the mix of original with. It's perfect, man.
Well, good
awesome.
deal. Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, guys. Jesse's become a great friend of ours. We love this guy. He's like my brother. But I have to ask you a question. So we all know I'm mentally unstable. So I have a really good therapist.
Yeah.
So what do you have against sunroofs? What happened when you were younger that you shaved sunroofs off everything? Do you need to talk to somebody? She's really great. I can give you her number.
Okay. You might have to. I don't know.
She's the reason I still have a job. So she talks with Jason. They know how to handle me. I could hook you up with it. What is it? What do you?
I don't know. There might be some childhood trauma or
Did a
something. I
bird
need to look
poop on your
into.
head one day that your dad didn't tell? You don't remember?
Yeah. I don't know.
He shaves the sunroofs off everything here.
Yeah. We're filling them all.
Love you, brother. Thank you so much. Guys, Greening Auto Company, Jesse, his whole crew, AMD Garage, me and, what's his name again? Fools. Amanda, don't edit that out. Guys, we'll see you again.
See y'all. That was good.